So today I am looking and testing if TaylorMade drivers have actually improved over the last few years. And today we are not only looking at the brand new for this year, Qi35, we're also going back in time a few years and we've got it against the SIM2 Max driver as well. So what do we know about these drivers? So there's a lot of technology upgrades in this, but there's also a lot of the technology in this moved straight into this. The main difference is obviously the carbon face. We've seen that with the Qi10 and now the Qi35. So I thought it'd be a really good test to see how much has it actually come on, if any, over the last few years. So to look at the two drivers, from the top, there is obviously quite a bit of change, and not only in design, but in the size of the head and also like how it's sat as well. Like for instance, the Qi35 is sat very square, which is something that I do prefer. This SIM2 Max has got a little bit, well, it's got the twist face. It's not got like the built-in twist face. A little bit of twist face, so you can just see that toe just curving away, almost feeling like it's sat a little bit open, which for me, I'm not too keen on. I prefer my driver to sit pretty square. The head size in this, we've got the Qi35 core model. So the head size in this is a lot, well, it looks a lot bigger. Whether it measures that, I'm not too sure, but down next to each other, that one looks it looks a lot larger behind the ball. We're going to hit some shots. We're going to hit a few here on the range on the GC quad launch monitor, and we're going to take it out onto the golf course and hit a few tee shots out there. Right, so we're going to start with the SIM2 Max, a classic driver, still good now, and reason for that, we've had this traded in, and this is in our pro shop, £170. So it's like third of the cost. Yeah. Windy day today, as you can probably hear. It's still good. It's like might hit the marker. Boom. We've got a bit of club speed here as well, but we're just gonna have a look. I mean, the sound on that is good. I think it's going to be the club face. The feel of the place is going to be a little bit different. And that was so nice. High, a little right. That's okay. 275. So we're getting up there on the yardage now. But it's just feels like a really, solid hit. It's beautiful. .278 carry. So I've been thinking it's right on how I'd sort of play, but we're gonna go hit a few on the golf course. We have got the same shaft in both of these to make it sort of fair. Just gone a little high, that one. Yeah, nevertheless, so solid. Few lost to the right, big one left, but I don't think that was there. So, I mean that's it. That were the only thing for me. I've just never been a fan of that twist face. Just seeing that a little up. I know it was to help, and it probably does help, but I do like to sit that there. It's not too bad actually. Maybe it looks it a little. Just for me, you can just see a lot of club face on that. But let's change it over and let's get the Qi35. So a tough driver to beat in the SIM2. So I have actually hit some drives and got some numbers from the net with good golf balls, because these are just, in fact I'll show these numbers, because these range balls, it's quite interesting to see the change in these as well. Let's hit this. Little low one, really off centre, but that was an awful strike. Come on, concentrate. Nice. Yeah, good. Good off the face. It's put my club speed up. 261 carry, so going a little bit further than the SIM2. That's the one. That is so far. See if it shows it. Oh, don't tell me it's the only one it's not picked up. That was so far out the toe, and it's just looped it back in. Hopefully we can sort of see that. It's not showing where it connected on the GC, probably because it was so far from the middle. And that's just the rocket. That's the beauty. See, these golf balls have taken everything out of it. It is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to do another test up here. And what actually happened, I will put a snippet of the video on now. I was hitting some balls on the range and my mic wasn't working for the second half of the video, so I had to scrap it. But I did get some good quality numbers from the net. So I'm not just trying to falsify. But here I'm getting 260 carry, 155 ball speed with 111 club speed, 113. That just not right. You can see some of the ball flights. So this is almost a pointless test. So it's going to have to be these swings. That's just spinning right up. But we'll use the data from down there. But yeah, schoolboy error, not checking the mic on there as well. So, but for feel, yeah, I think it feels nice off this carbon face. I'm using the Qi10, which I think is very similar to that. So I think we can see an improvement. I think you can see an improvement in feel, not necessarily performance, in feel from SIM2 Max to Qi10, whether it be Qi10 or Qi35, because I've not hit much of this, although that were lovely, but I've just thought I didn't see the need for me to upgrade this year. So we're going to go to the golf course now, hit some on that. We'll have two different type of ball, and let's see where they're getting distances, yardages, and see how they perform on the course. Right, so we're on second hole. Right, so we're on the second hole. Going to hit some with the Qi35 first. TP5 balls. See what's. Beautiful. So the wind almost taking the camera down. Yeah, feels just a really hot club off the face. I think it feels. Oh, that is just so good. It's so easy to hit. On top of that hill, which is a long way today, really, because we're into the draft. Same again, it just feels huge off it, really fast, 112 swing speed. Okay, 260 carry. So let's change over to the SIM2 Max and let's see what that's doing. That is a long way up there today. So we're going to hit the SIM2 Max. They didn't go as far as I thought they would, and they didn't go as far as yesterday when I did the videos there. Lost that one. Couldn't see that, but look, it looked like it went dead straight. 7 yard left. Couldn't see it into the bright light. 265 on that one. That was a good hit. Nice hitting it. I still think the sound is good, and I just think performance maybe a little bit spinny, but it's right into the sun. That's gone nowhere, but that was low heely, which I think is the difference, especially from this. So what we've got SIM2, Stealth 2, Qi, 5 years difference. And I think that's where we've hit the nail on the head. I think performance of good shots. Let's try and get the middle. Oh, that sounds ridiculous. And we did. Yeah, you can just see it rise up there. Club speed 111. That's good. I think we can see we're going to jump into numbers because we've got a lot of numbers. So what I want to say is, I did the video yesterday. I was down in the nets. I got some really good numbers, and then my audio cut off. It's still on, I think. So I had to come here again today. So that was busy. So I've been up at the range, realised that those numbers, I will show them. Range balls, no good for testing, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to go find them golf balls now, and then we're going to run through yesterday's numbers, today's numbers up there, and today's numbers on here. So let's do it. So they're the ones that I've just hit. Golf course, sort of good numbers, but I mean, it's tricky numbers. Qi35 went further, but the SIM2 Max was spinning up again. Could be showing maybe the importance of fitting. I don't really want to say it was hugely better because they're higher ball speeds, but higher ball speeds on the Qi. But I feel like they're the off-center hits. Let's just have a see if that shows them. No, middle to be fair. But well, I'll just show you this one. So that's on the Grange with the range balls. I mean, they are just all over. There's so much spin on some of them. Very poor numbers to read really and show. But so here we have the ones that I did in the net. And these are feeling like, so these are the numbers that we got from the practice net the other day. So we started with the sim, and I would say that's about right for me. Getting that sort of yardage, pushing up to 285. I'd like to think I could get it there. Club speed was down, which was a strange one because I never do these tests and try and swing it faster. Don't know whether that was allowing me to swing it faster, maybe a bit of a lighter club feeling. Because I do think the Qi35 feels a lot lighter, and that's what they've tried to make it feel like in the head. Lighter, more speeds across the ball, more speeds transfers into more ball speed, which we can see ball speeds increase there as well. So and then I've got a higher total yardage there, but only by 6 yards average. You know, so that's the big question. Is it worth only that? Is it worth that increase in ball speed? Could you do that in other way? Lessons, more efficient center of strike. I think that's the big question here. But I would say, so from doing the test over the past 2 days, it's taken me a long time to do this one. I would say, and hitting that, I've done it with the Callaway as well, and I think we've almost at that limit of good shots, like performing well. Like when you hit out the middle, not well, I'm struggling to see it. You know, 6 yards is not 500 quid's worth of like gains, as we'll call it. But I do think the off-center hits are improving with it. I think it's the off-center hits. They're giving you more yardages. They're keeping it tighter dispersion. What we can see there, lowest, the SIM2 Max there, which they probably were off-center. Qi35 probably hit a bit better, and then they just going up. But there was an off-center Qi35 that I just turned over on its toe there, and it's gone up there like that. Another SIM2 Max on the left as well, similar shot, and it's lost all the distance. So I think it's that face. But it feels there is an improvement in feel, in my opinion, on the face as well. So as always, guys, let me know your thoughts below. The difference between those two drivers, I'm sure there'll be people who've had both, or they've had the sim and then they've traded up, or have they tried and not changed as well, because that is always an option. Like I said, I've not changed from the Qi10 to the Qi5 this year because I just didn't see enough improvement for me to like, you know, get used to another driver. We'll be going through the same process again soon. TaylorMade will be there with a new one for next year maybe, so we've got to see some mega improvements for that there as well, because I'm still loving the Qi10 and I don't think I'll be changing it anytime soon. So yeah, beautiful day now, started a bit crazy, but that's another video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, we'll see you next time. Take care.